Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Confirm. Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Yeah. Please adjust the slider until the 5 becomes a 9. Okay, that might be it. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. We're about there. Which of the two made-up words below is the most appealing to you? Occuboinkle? Scrumtush? I like Occuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. No. You know what time it is right now? Yes. Is it the time that is right now the correct time? Yes. What time is it anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. Yes. Will you come back to visit me? Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. Dancy Pants, and today we are diving back into the Stanley Parable. You've already gotten a little taste of the game, but if you are brand new to it, I highly recommend you take a look at the top right corner of the window and start at episode 1. When we last left off, we had to make a choice between a red door and a blue door, and we had to play a little bit of Rocket League. So we're going to dive back in. What I'm going to do is skip ahead to the last set of decisions where we left off.
This is the story of a man. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, in the first episode, we went right and kept disobeying the orders of the narrator. Today, we're going to go back and unplug the phone again. But this time, we're going to go to the manager's office and go through the door properly.
This was not the correct way to the meeting.
All right, now we go left. Because it's normal.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Boss! Chris is still in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello, sir. Can I go through here? No. Okay. How about here? The beige pages, not the yellow pages. Wait a second. Alright, we're good. Just had to examine.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Time
And
to get all
beyond
the
all
answers.
probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
That one.
Night Shark 115.
Here we
Was
go.
this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it
right.
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
Nope.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we
trying.
can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But
Try.
you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So it turns out you can't actually talk to the receiver. I was on the cusp of getting all the answers, but you can't interact with it. But we did find something, and we're going to explore it. Now I want to explore. I want to see... See, this can't be used. Can't jump. I don't like that. I want to get down there. Definitely don't want to fall. Don't recall if there were any other options along here. Let's take a look.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. So I've gone through the blue door. Let's try the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. Oh.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
There's lights in there. Okay. Alright. This is... How pissed is he going to be if I step sideways? Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. To boldly go...
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel... No, wait. Where are you going?
This is lovely. I do like it. But you left a door open. I'm a 50-50-90 kind of guy. If you give me a 50-50 choice, 90% of the time I'll pick the wrong one.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
How would I die from just stairs?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Stairs plus gravity.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean... You could open up this door here. That clicky plywood. Well, time to reset the game. Kind of like Groundhog's Day, honestly.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
You know what?
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
But will I die? I don't have a health bar.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
What if I do one more time?
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No!
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No!
You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No, I'm exploring.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm exploring. Yeet!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
There you go.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
No.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this one is yours.
Alright, I'll go back to the other room.
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Depends on the day. There, we're back in the other room.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did.
We're here.
I wish I still thought that was possible.
Oh, buck up, little camper. Ooh! Okay. I'm moving very slowly. Did I manage to hurt myself? There's the narrator slowing me down. I don't like calling him the narrator. His name is now Nary. It's like Gary, but with an N. I don't really have anything else, just that one room and this one ledge. Well, it sounds like it's supposed to be one more.
Is it over?
Yep.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
I need one more.
Back.
Sometimes you just gotta Groundhog's Day your way through life. Now, let's actually take the door on the left.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Behold, new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Well, I guess maybe we aren't going to take the door on the left.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yay!
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yay!
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too. I was having so much fun already, but...
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
yeah.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh,
there we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Content, we have new content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay.
Oh.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Here we go. The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump? Ooh! Nice. It doesn't reset.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Okay, I don't have to finish the jumps. But part of me kind of wants to. New content. Jump. I win. Oh. That's not a win noise. Okay, fine. I'll just go in the elevator. You know what? No, one more jump. Oh, no, those... Ooh. Finite jumps. Should have saved some.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I like catwalks. They give me anxiety, but I like catwalks. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? Okay. And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Sounds good.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Choices.
What do you say, friend?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Something's gone pear-shaped. That's what it's supposed to be.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What's in here? Ooh. What the hell was that?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
This is cool.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Okay.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
This clearly went to The Last of Us, not Stanley Parable. You see, I didn't play the game back in 2013. So for me, this is it. Oh, good time. Yeah, the two doors. Yeah. Mind control. Oh, and everything broken. And oh, good times. The unachievable achievement, huh? Interesting. Oh, yeah. The story of, what's her name? Margaritaville or something. Can't sit on the bench.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, seul sur l'abri des loups, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la mémorisation, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. Mais ici, c'est aussi où je me souviens de la sortie.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
Stellar.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk
I'm having
with an
fun.
hour of new elevator content.
Yeah, but Little Stanley? Like, I like it. I think you guys did great. I guess I can't maintain the memory zone. Got our doors. Cut backwards.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Dom's famous repeatable carpet textures. Am I supposed to go back through here?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Uh-oh.
What's this? What's down here?
Oh, no. Oh, Steam, what did you did?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I mean... Oh,
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
yeah, no, I'm kind of with you. Like, I've really been enjoying this. Like, it's intelligent, it's touching, it explores philosophy. I'm with the narrator on this one. No, what?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
I wouldn't say
This
preachy.
is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Seriously?
Oh dear.
Oh.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It's just maybe not for everyone.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Maybe not a skip button.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. I mean, I know I said skip earlier, but...
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a
editing.
shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with
got a
just the
reticle.
push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by... Oh, you're back, you see.
Yes.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I feel
Of
like
course,
you took this
I
personal.
happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it.
Okay, but I
and
can't get out of here.
How do we get out of here?
Yeah.
Where did the door go?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How
Yeah.
else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
Yeah.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
No.
A porthole? A
No.
sufficiently large crack in the wall?
No.
I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. Stanley,
Sorry.
Stanley, please
Sorry.
don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh, well, that explains why
You've
I'm
just
hungry.
been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way
What's
out of
that
the room.
noise? I keep hearing
Stanley,
something.
the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls
keep
a
hearing this
1,000
squeaky
times.
noise.
And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have
on the back
no
of the button?
idea what will happen.
Nothing.
I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And
gonna
more
find
than
out.
anything... Oh, Stanley, you're
Oh.
back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here
it's
all
the
that
button
time,
coming
just
back out, I
sitting
think.
here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think
Oh.
that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close.
No, definitely
because
not.
I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
That's
That's
true.
what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I
Okay, I'm
needed there
listening.
to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It
Yes.
was the vessel I needed, Stanley.
Vessel
not
at the door.
outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single
give me a
thing I
door.
need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These
Yes.
words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe,
Give me a door.
Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
It might.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Maybe you're not.
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes.
Skip.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're
Yes.
here again. Welcome.
Yes.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have
Oh,
you ever
good
sat
heavens.
down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let
feels
me
like it
describe
sometimes.
for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and
Yes.
disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity.
Fire alarm still works. Canary. Canary, are you here? Hello? Okay. Okay. Can you come back now? Oh. Smoke alarm definitely still works. Except, I guess it doesn't. That's annoying.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to
Oh,
have a
he's
point.
back.
It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the
Yeah.
jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They
He
had to
said
leave a
ass.
pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of a...
Okay. This is... Well, at least we figured out what the noise was. Nary, give me a door. Get me out of here.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay. Ah! Oh, This is sounding rough outside. Still can't get out. I need... Nary, I need to leave. Oh. Right. Not gonna be long before I end up seeing Gladys from Portal 2, not Portal 1. Oh boy. Huh, at least it's looking lovely in here. A little bit of greenery is just what this place needed. Well, that and a door. Oh, I'm getting some real Time Machine vibes. Never abuse the power of Skippy buttons. Oh. Oh, hey. Not quite a door. It is enough twill serve. Oh, well. How far can I go?
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that liftoff feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.